Good afternoon. I'm Jon Sermon. I'm a church leader based in the UK. And today is a Sunday, and so I'm in my official Sunday dress, which, as you can see in this case, is a shirt I've had made specially from material brought back from Uganda, where I go on mission normally every year. And I bring these back and get shirts made up from time to time. In fact, here I am on a Sunday afternoon recording this, having led the worship on Zoom this morning because we're not yet regathering in the church buildings. And if it hadn't been for the pandemic we're all suffering under, I'd have been on my way to Heathrow even now and flying out to Uganda this evening. I want to tell you about the work in Uganda and as I continue recording these videos as encouragement during the lockdown, we're aware that so much has changed, including for many people, travel that had to be restricted and couldn't go ahead. Now, I normally travel to Uganda once a year for a between 2 and 3 week visit, and this is with a charity called Romans 1:11 Trust. The whole ethos of our work is mutual encouragement between the UK and Africa. And this recording will be going out to quite a few of our African contacts as well as the UK ones, and be part of what I hope is ongoing mutual encouragement, particularly when I can't physically go to be with the Ugandan people, as would have been the plan, flying out on an evening flight this evening. Romans 1:11 Trust was founded by Reverend Dr. John Hall and a group of friends he drew in as trustees. I was not involved at that time. I became a trustee later, and now I'm serving as chairman of trustees. And we take our name from the Bible, the letter to the Romans. So this is St. Paul, the apostle, writing to the church at Rome. In chapter 1, verse 11, he says, I long to come and see you that I may bring you some spiritual blessing. And then actually verse 12 is really part of our name, but it wouldn't have worked to call it Romans 1:11 and 12 Trust. Because in verse 12 he stops and thinks and he says, what I mean is we will be mutually encouraged by each other's faith. And you know, time and time again, the Ugandans encourage me. Far more, I suspect, than I'm able to encourage them. The mutual encouragement is a real reality, including in our Zoom service this morning. Yet again, we had a Ugandan visitor who is actually currently living and studying at university in Montreal, Canada, and so she has to be up by 5 a.m. to join Canada time, to join our 11 a.m. UK time service. And she's from a church that I know and have preached in many times in Uganda, currently in Canada, coming into our UK service through the technology. That's another example of mutual encouragement. Whatever your own situation, and we're all facing different difficulties. We've all got restrictions in Uganda, much the same as here in the UK. In many countries across the world, restrictions to try and clamp down and control the spread of coronavirus, and rightly so. And we're living in difficult times. We need encouragement in these difficult times, and we actually can receive it. Of course, we contribute by mutual encouragement, hopefully encouraging one another. We can also receive it direct from God himself. And in our service this morning, we included communion. We shared bread and wine, not literally shared over the way, so everyone had to bring their own, but we were able to celebrate what Jesus himself instigated when he broke the bread and shared the wine, and he said, this is my body, this is my blood. My body is given for you, my blood is shed for you, so that sins can be forgiven, so that you can be reconciled to God the Father. And he literally went on to give his life in the appalling, uh, unconstitutional, trumped up trial. False accusations that won the day, that an innocent man was condemned to the most horrific form of execution. But Jesus went through with that, of his choice, for our benefit. And the reality is today, we can have the encouragement of knowing God through Jesus Christ. If you're able to access what's called the Alpha course, we ourselves will be running it soon on Zoom, so it can be done without being geographically close to us. And if you want to get in touch, send me an email at Jon, that's Jon, at sermons.me.uk. Easy to remember because I'm a preacher called Sermon, so at Sermons it's at my family name in the plural and the preaching that I do in the plural, .me.uk. And if you want to be involved in that, send me an email and I will respond. But wherever you live, you may well find there's plenty of other churches doing it. The Alpha course is an introduction to really how you can get to know God through Jesus Christ. And I'd love to share with many of you on that journey in the near future. God bless you.